Alrighty, guys, we are back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Adam22 tries to embarrass Sharp, but humiliates himself instead. Shout out to the very funny point and shoot. This guy always blesses us with some amazing content. But yeah, man, Adam22 and Sharp obviously parted ways very ceremoniously. Honestly, it does not surprise me at all. I feel like honestly he hasn't had somebody working at No Jumper for longer than 3 years. This guy has proven time and time again that he is content over everything. He can literally be your biggest enemy and then beg you to come do an interview. So yeah, man, none of this stuff really surprises me. And it's probably safe to assume that Sharp wishes he didn't remain loyal when he did and should have left with like AD and them. Obviously, that's not the case. And now we have the beef that we didn't really ask for or really want, but it's given us countless hilarious moments. And it's crazy to think it all started because Sharp said he was joking when he said he was quitting No Jumper, which obviously didn't really make Adam happy, where he went on to go and fire him officially. And since then, they've been battling back and forth, and honestly, it's just been hilarious. But I do feel like Sharp should have taken advantage of being on that No Jumper platform and built outside of that, especially with the history Adam has of having these crazy fallouts with his peoples. Even people like Lush have been like let go, like and embarrassed on live. So yeah, man, this is not a guy you really want to remain too loyal to, and honestly keep all your eggs in that basket because yeah, it's not going to work out good for you in the long run. So enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video. Again, it's entitled Adam22 tries to embarrass Sharp, but humiliates himself instead. Or as you guys call him, Adam16.
All right, so for this video, I wanted to go over with everyone this terrible, terrible mistake that was made the other day by Adam16 of Nashua. A mistake that has already caused a major backlash, a mistake that will prove costly to
Damn,
the
he's so
16.
hateable.
And so I'd like to explain. So ever since Sharp Rob dropped that No Jumper diss track music video, the one that's been tremendously successful, everyone in the comments in the Reddit and in, you know,
That's not bad for him.
has unanimously agreed that Sharp bodied the 16.
The thing is, Sharp was a rapper back in the day, so that doesn't surprise me that he was able to do this. And honestly, smart move. He really needed a W. He's definitely been taking a lot of L's. And after Adam22 dropping what he dropped, yeah, man, this just makes Sharp look even better.
And had a way better song and video than the 16 ever has. And so this was an historic L that has been taken by the 16. And ever since this music video dropped,
Adam's
the
track
16
was
has
doo-doo.
been completely obsessed with Sharp Rob and consumed with jealousy and rage. And so this is where the 16 takes an even bigger loss, is when he announced publicly that Sharp Rob would be returning to No Jumper to sit down with him in a live interview and hash it out and man up and squash it, basically, is what it looked like was going to happen. And the stream was titled this. And so people were excited to see this go down.
Inside the mind of America's most depressed pimp. To begin with, that title is freaking wild.
It would have been insane. It would have done insane numbers. It would have made all the blogs. It would
Did he
have
not
probably
go?
been taken as a rare W by this New Hampshirean BMX cuckold. But the 16 was too hateful, too jealous. He was too sociopathic.
That can't be him.
And so what he ended up doing was he found this nobody-ass fake pimp clown who is named Tucker the Toe Sucker. What? And he dressed him up like Sharp Rob and revealed suddenly that he lied and that Sharp Rob was never coming and it was just a hoax. And so I want to show you guys what's been going on.
Yo, man, this guy's just fishing for clicks, trying to bait people to watch his content. No Jumper has really, really fallen off over the last few years. A lot of it due to the fact that they've become super niche. They've kind of just like stuck to like LA-based topics, and you're alienating most of the market, if not all the market, by doing that. So I feel like this has been a long time coming, and obviously because of that, he's going to the lengths of pulling these type of moves to try to get viewers. It's honestly crazy. I feel like the only time he really ever gets any type of views is when he's like talking to whack and they're exposing some stuff that probably shouldn't be exposed.
So without further ado, I'd like to go to our first clip. This is the 16 of Nashua opening the podcast.
16 of Nashua.
Everyone thought Sharp was here. Everyone thought that this was going to be groundbreaking as fuck. And this is what happened. And listen to how serious he is. He's got the camera zoomed in because he's going to do this big reveal. And this was so disrespectful to his audience.
I want to have the conversations that y'all want me to have. So today we're doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharp.
Long time no see, Adam.
Sharp.
This is how you lose the little bit of fans you still have. Like, stuff like this, man. You probably had tons of people clicking in, obviously, because they want to see Sharp. And you probably have the guy that Sharp hates the most impersonating him. The toe sucker dude. So, yeah, man, I feel like it is a slap in the face to his fan base.
Sharpest, coolest,
Sharpest, coolest podcast on the internet. We here at the Sharp Tank.
And he's not even doing a good
Wow.
impersonation.
So the 16 looked at this and said, yeah,
He got
let's do
urine
this.
on the
This is
side of his head.
hilarious as fuck. This isn't funny at all. I'm so sorry. This is so he's got he drew on his face to make tattoos. He put urine on his breath. So this is actually cornball activity. What the fuck is this? You drew face tattoos to look like Sharp? What are you, some kind of
Looks like he drew it on with like a pen, not even a marker.
fucking idiot? This isn't fun. So the 16 looked at this and like signed off on it and was like, oh, this is going to be so fucking funny. It's not funny. And so he's doing his best Sharp impression, which is terrible.
Sharpest, coolest podcast on the internet.
Adam resorting to something like this is obviously something that is very, very telling when it comes to how No Jumper is doing. They're doing horrible, fam.
We here at the Sharp Tank.
And so Tucker the Toe Sucker here thinks he's killing right now. He thinks everyone's just
Tucker the Toe
dying
Sucker.
laughing in the chat. And so he continues this failed bit well beyond where it should have ended. And the 16 starts to become enraged by this because he keeps cutting the 16 off, keeps interrupting him. And we all know the 16 hates to be interrupted. And I'd like to show you this right away. Look
Most
at this.
importantly,
Blow a
I just
gasket.
want to ask this.
What do you want to ask me, Adam? Get it off your chest.
Where are we at? Like,
Where are we at, Adam? You tell me. We've been going back and forth and back and forth. You always got something to say, Adam. You always got something to say. So get it off your chest.
I guess
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
the thing that I'm pissed off about.
What are you pissed off about?
No pun intended.
What?
What
Was that supposed to mean?
What do you got there?
Oh, it's my secret concoction.
Coction?
Oh, for the love of God, listen to these two idiots bomb. I mean, this is just so
This is a massive fail.
funny. He's got this plastic water bottle with apple juice in it. And it's just like, wow, how did you come up with this hilarious bit? And he calls it his concoction. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's pee in a bottle. How's that a concoction? And the 16 knows how terrible this is going, so he's trying to riff with him. Because the 16 thinks he's a funny guy. He thinks he's a comedian, basically.
He ain't funny like the 22-ster. Funny earns you a lot of points in this game.
I will say this. He's gotten better, but yeah, he's not funny to me at all. But he used to be even more cringe, so imagine that.
I can make people laugh.
Beyond a battle.
I've got a track record. I can be funny. I can be smart.
And so he's like, is that your concoction? And I'm just like, wow, so this is, I mean, really terrible jokes here. This is not funny at all. And it's just like, this joke's been out. Like, what are you guys doing with this? I mean, Sharp doesn't even care about this anymore. He jokes about it himself on his streams. He doesn't care about this 2-bit rumor that was started by the Coney Island squid when Sharp kicked her to the curb for not paying. And she became
Coney Island squid. And yeah, she is giving Coney Island squid. And Sharp has to be smarter, man. You can't give people like this any type of ammunition, man.
scorned and spread this rumor around that Sharp enjoys sipping urine from a glass. And of course, the idea of this was hilarious as fuck. We laughed and laughed and laughed hysterically at his expense.
Your first piss was a sweet piss. Second piss had a twist.
New kids on the
Third
block.
And your fourth piss, I don't want to miss. You were peeing when you talk, peeing when you walk, peeing in everything you could, even in my cup. You found my torso.
Sharp literally sounds like Randy Macho Man or like 75% of the wrestlers in the 90s and 80s, fam.
Yeah, baby, you're the reason why I pimp these hoes. Oh,
And so
church.
one of the things that confuses me the most about the 16 joking about this Sharp Rob drinking pee stuff is that he is a cuck. He has surrendered his wife to Jason Love for unprotected vaginal sex and engages in a lifestyle in which he is placing his mouth upon thousands of different rancid vaginas during his pornography and the bacteriovaginosis. I mean, the 16 is doing way more
A little part of him definitely died when that tape came out because you could definitely tell that the backlash was definitely affecting him no matter how much you want to pretend that it didn't. You could see it in his eyes, fam.
disgusting things than Sharp has allegedly sipping the urine of his loved one. So I got to just say that this is sort of out of line considering the circumstances. So these two thought that they were going to kill. They thought that everyone was going to hit the floor laughing, and it just wasn't happening. And the 16 knows how bad this is going, and we're going to continue watching him get stepped on.
Oh, he's
Every time
definitely
he
bombing.
tries to talk, this idiot interrupts him.
Was that it?
There you go with them white boy
There's a
jokes,
lot of
Adam.
innuendo going on here. Okay.
I'm drinking the freshest of piss. The freshest.
I appreciate that you're keeping it real about that because
Sometimes you just gotta let your truth be known. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it real. Because there's too much fake shit going on out here.
She overextended this bit way too long. Obviously, you're not dealing with an improv comic. I don't think this should have lasted more than 30 seconds. The fact that Adam thought he could build a stream off of this, and especially off of that guy doing the impersonation, I think that's where it all went wrong.
Niggas be playing with my motherfucking name.
I'm
Acting
impressed.
like it's a motherfucking joke, and it's not.
All right, so there it is. That is the
fake
crinkled
laughter.
nose laugh, everyone. This is a great example of the crinkled nose laugh. And so we saw it in real time. Let's continue with this, though.
What you laughing at? You laughing like shit's funny.
I mean, it's at least a little funny, right?
Tired of your shit, Adam. You brought me down here to talk. What we gonna talk about?
Sucker the toe sucker, man.
Where has your state of mind been since you left No Jumper? Because I see you
Shit,
sometimes.
No Jumper.
Yeah.
Okay, so every time the 16 tries to talk, this guy just dominates him and just won't let him speak. He's alpha dogging him. He's the 16's.
And the thing is, not only is he not funny, but this guy isn't a draw either. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure people, after seeing this guy for like 10 seconds, probably clicked right out. This is terrible.
Being cucked on his own show again. He's being cucked. And the cuckery is about to get even worse when this guy, Tony the toe sucker, gets up and leaves to go change in the middle of this live podcast, this anticipated live podcast, and the 16 has no idea what to do but to just sit in his chair and squirm.
Too intense. It was like basically
I really want to get out these clothes. These are not
whatever
really
you want to
Hey,
do.
bro,
Any
character.
kind of
change.
wardrobe change you want to do here, I would totally respect for sure, man. Okay. Actually, I don't really know what the hell I'm going to talk about right.
And this is the problem when you do something like this. You probably didn't have any type of rehearsal, and then you do it live. Terrible idea.
now. Throughout this live stream, I wasn't really expecting him to just vanish. Like, oh, okay, look at that. Just like, oh, so he was just doing.
So the 16 is being
The embarrassment
humiliated
on
by
his
this
face.
little dumbass.
Yeah.
And I just thought this was so entertaining. You know, Sharp owned this guy.
Nigga.
Your name ain't even original,
This just
nigga.
came
The church
about.
is the
All
church.
this came about.
The church is the church,
All this
baby.
came about.
You know what's up. That's what
All
I'm
this
saying,
came
mama.
about. Where my
You know
other
what's
boy?
up. You probably didn't.
If you guys don't know who this guy is, he was basically a fake pimp that Sharp interviewed, and Sharp totally dismantled the guy, did not like him at all, called him out on a lot of stuff. So while Sharp obviously doesn't like this guy at all, I'm pretty sure seeing this guy try to impersonate and see him and Adam bomb, he's got to be laughing right now.
Did a little research on it, like, yeah, my dude's really not from the church, but they just call him that. Can you please give him a pass?
He's not of the
Can you
culture.
please just give him a pass, please?
Oh Lord.
You just fucking give him a pass. We all
Look,
know he's not from
I got
the
$1
church.
million worth of game to give this nigga right now, and he turned it down. That's a negative tenant to the game. Nigga, you gotta be respecting the game for a
real
minute.
boss ass
What
nigga for his
you
bitch.
mean?
A nigga wouldn't even let you.
What
He'd
you
laugh at your ass. Get your ass up.
What you mean?
Whoa.
You don't
This
know
guy's
me.
obnoxious.
Why do you talk like this?
It's funny because he's doing the same thing here as he was doing to Adam. Like, so to expect him not to interrupt you when that's all he was doing here.
You don't
Why
know
do you
me.
talk like a
Crazy.
like almost like in a female tendency type of? It's no base to it. It's like mean.
You're crazy,
what you
bruh.
mean? Like nigga,
Because
no,
you crazy.
So Sharp's just dog walking him right
Yeah.
in front of his 304. And this was probably highly embarrassing to him, I could imagine. You know, Sharp's
she's
actually right on the
Probably the
money
most
here.
embarrassed person in
And
the
so
room.
this is why this guy has such a grudge against Sharp. This is why he's doing this on No Jumper. He hates Sharp for this, what he's done to his reputation. This is the whole thing. You know, the 16's always complaining about Figmunity World, about how T-Rail's interviewing all my ops. All he can do is interview my ops. Well, what the fuck is this? This is literally... So the 16... Sharp and this guy are enemies. So the 16 thought it would be funny to interview one of his enemies, something he's been critical of others in the past of doing.
Well,
So
I mean, he's proven time and time again that he is a hypocrite. And for content, he'll do anything. Obviously, this was a huge fail, a huge bomb, one of many over the last few years for Adam. But yeah, you got to expect stuff like this. And most of his business relationships and his friendships just end the same way. Very, very messy.
The hypocrisy is real. And the narcissistic
course.
delusion is truly concerning at this point. Now, for this next clip, I want to, and by the way, everyone's hating this. Everyone, the chat is just, the L's are just raining from the heavens. L, 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 corn. I mean, cornball podcast this was, and everyone was so furious. Not just me. Now, for this next clip, I want to show you, this is where this goof.
What do you expect when you advertise that you're going to have Sharp on there? Yeah, man, all these people were definitely really, really pissed when like you hit them with the bait and switch. So I'm not surprised at all, man.
Goof brings up point and shoot. What? And the 16 doesn't allow this. There's a policy in place that my name is not to be mentioned.
Where they're even bringing up like a certain YouTube commentary channel that I shall not name.
Wow, so I'm not a reaction channel. I can't even believe that I'm not. So he calls everyone that talks about him a reaction channel. Figmunity World, they're a no jumper reaction channel.
Bothered.
Sharp Rob, all he does is he's a no jumper reacts. But he refers to me as a respected YouTube commentary channel? Cucked again. What? So I thought that was funny.
Adam has to just be mad that this guy gets more views than he does. Speaking about Adam, I'm pretty sure Adam has his notifications set. So I'm pretty sure Adam dreads anytime one of these videos pop up because it's just going to be a bunch of people roasting him. And on top of that, these videos are freaking hilarious. So yeah, Adam should be very, very bothered, and he's obviously showing it.
So let's play this clip where this bozo brings me up like a dumbass, like he's not supposed to. And
that is not, this dude is lighting incense, man, at that point.
And watch the 16's reaction. And I do want to mention that this portion of the stream was removed subsequently after it came out. So you can't see this on No Jumper. This has been captured by the Discord team. Lawa, thank you so much for...
That's the thing, man. When you have a platform that big, best believe there's multiple people screen recording your streams because, yeah, something like this could happen. Something monumental could happen, and they obviously would edit it out. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But guys, the internet is forever. If you have a platform like this, best believe whatever you say will get out there, no matter how quickly you try to edit it down.
Providing this was crucial. And so let's go ahead and see what this looks like.
There's going to be a point and shoot. There's going to be a big chat, small world or whatever. Yeah. There's going to be a motherfucking, although, okay, point and shoot, I fuck with you, but you calling Lena nasty and shit. Why? Because she's like a sex worker? I don't really fuck with that. But I fuck with everything, every single other thing that you say, except for, well, I don't know. And the
Adam will never book this guy again. The only reason he's there is because there's no other talent probably to fill in right there at that moment. But yeah, man, he obviously does not like point and shoot. And this guy has name dropped him like 3 times already.
Stuff about Adam is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But all
and speaking on the narratives that he's put out.
Everything that I'm saying other than the Lena stuff. Why can't I talk about Lena and my disgust for her? I'm not allowed to make an observation.
That
and he says I fuck with him. I fuck with everything he says. What? You fuck with me? Well, check this out. Fuck you. What? I don't fuck with you at all, okay? And I'll have you know that I have opened a case on you. I have you under deep investigation, and I just pray on your behalf that I don't find anything that I don't like. So anyways.
And guys, I will be the first to react to it as well.
This was a huge failure. It was a huge disrespect to the fan base of No Jumper, the dwindling
slap in the face.
The fan base that is now turning on the 16. And so this was, I mean, really, really bad. I mean, the 16's just been crying about how Sharp won't stop talking about him. But meanwhile, he's hosting these goofy ass podcasts where all he's doing is talking about Sharp. All he does is talk about Sharp every show.
And he buying fake views on his video. To me, that seems clear as day because how you getting 10,000 views on a 4-hour live stream and then you drop a music video and it gets 50K or whatever in 24 hours? I'm not buying it.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people probably aren't coming for the music content, you know? I actually see this quite a bit. Sometimes the music isn't what the people are looking for. That's not the content that they're subscribed to you for. So yeah, while you might get some people that spill over and actually go listen to the music or watch it, you're really not going to get too many people to cross over. Obviously, it was marketed as a No Jumper disc, but you're still going to have people that aren't really there for that. Obviously, Point and Shoot has a few music parodies, and they don't do the numbers that these videos do, you know?
The song's already been out.
And the song ban out. Why is the music video going to do that many views?
I don't know.
So Lush and the 16 are so stupid they don't understand that music videos always come out after the song is released. The single comes out, then the music video comes out. That's how it's always done. That's how you get good numbers on your music video. But these two are so stupid when it comes to the music industry that I don't know how this escaped their attention. So the 16 is just like...
Well, when you just want to hate on somebody, it's not coming from a place of rationality, you know? They're just trying to hate and they're grasping at straws at that point.
Fully obsessed with Sharp Rob. It's so pathetic. I mean, no wonder no one respects him at this point. And so this is what's going on. I mean, this whole podcast was about Sharp. The whole reason for the podcast.
Trash podcast.
I mean, Sharp.
We only saw
all
a
he
few
talks
clips.
about and thinks about is Sharp.
Were you getting upset during that? Was it very upsetting?
No, I was getting flustered, but I was also on 40 milligrams of Adderall at the time, and was just like trying to make sure that it goes as viral as possible. So that's why I was saying I want, like, remember?
Of course, man. He's a clout chaser. That's why he agreed to do this, man. You notice that they're not talking about this guy at all. This is just centered around trying to make Sharp look bad, obviously. And that did not go according to plan. They made themselves look bad, and it was just cringe from beginning to end.
Remember, I was on like 40 milligrams of Adderall. Were you on Adderall when you got these fucking neck tattoos? How the fuck are you going to mock Sharp's idiotic juggalo tattoo on his face when you have these biker flame tribal pattern tattoos on your throat? Sharp's so check this out. Your tattoos are actually worse than Sharp's at this point. You understand? And the only reason you are here is to clout chase after Sharp Rob's clout. Okay, so this whole thing sucked. No one liked it. It's just like, why? What is your malfunction? What is going on with it? It's like No Jumper has become a Sharp Rob reaction channel, and everyone hated this.
Look at these
comments, and they're deleting comments. By the way, I'm getting inundated with messages reporting deletion of comments, negative in nature toward No Jumper and this massive L. And as you can see, this they had to leave a few of them behind, and they're all negative. He changed the title to where it wasn't a clickbait, false. Hoax title. He's really trying to do some damage control here, and it's not working, as you can tell from all of the
The internet does not forget, fam.
comments. I mean, look at these comments. There's not one comment that says this was actually very clever and funny. I would love to enjoy another podcast in the near
Bro, that was Adam's burner account.
future. Now, what's the damnedest part about this whole thing is the 16 wanted this to be a humiliation of Sharp. He did this whole... The only reason this guy's on No Jumper, this Tony Toesucker guy, is because the 16 wanted to embarrass and humiliate Sharp. But what ended up happening was he accidentally made people turn on him and favor Sharp, and now Sharp's a big hero, and we fucking like Sharp now, you fucking idiot. You see what you've done?
Like I said, he needed this W.
That's the video, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and please subscribe. I'm trying to catch Jala in subs because I think that would bother him a lot. So I'm trying to go after Jala with the subs, and so please help me with that. And click like.
Man, honestly, Adam should have just deaded the situation and not speak on him again. The fact that you're breathing more life into it is just going to make Sharp more popular. And Sharp was definitely not looking the greatest, man. Like I said, his channel was having a huge decline, which is why it wasn't that hard of a decision for Adam to let go of him. All you're doing with trying to pull a stunt like this is just pissing off the little bit of fan base that you still have. Like, fam, if you guys look at the views have definitely been on a decline for years, like I said, because of the fact that they are going so niche. If we would have just ignored that record and he wouldn't have spoken on it, or Sharp in general, I feel like all this would have just subsided. But he wants the clicks, he wants the views, and he probably felt like this would be a great way of trashing Sharp. I think he made a stupid move of bringing Tony the Toe Sucker, somebody that has no experience with improv, and having him improv and impersonate Sharp, which maybe would have been funny if it was like 10 seconds long, maybe a short. But to center your whole stream around it, wrong move, guys. Terrible. And I don't think Sharp is actually mad. I'm pretty sure he's laughing at you and the interview right now. This is just another move that shows that Adam is probably being the biggest leech in hip-hop. But definitely let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Adam22 trying to embarrass Sharp? I just think he shrank his fan base even more. You've already shown that you have no integrity. But doing this, you're going to lose your credibility. And once you lose that, guys, these people have millions of other options to tune into. So if they're not careful, they can turn into one of the hundreds and thousands of other channels that have come and gone. This is just another fail for No Jumper, and yeah, man, the streak continues. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to the dialogues in this video, and I want to let you guys know I definitely appreciate all the love and support you guys give to the channel on a daily basis. It's honestly the biggest motivation I have when making these videos. So I hope you guys love the video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Jala. Jala.